having other coaching stops previous to Western Michigan coach. Just kind of as we asked the guys, came in here as the underdog. A lot of expectations, I think, were placed on USC, but Western Michigan left definitely with a close game and the ability to hold their head high. Just talk a little bit about today's game.
You know, I think I'm proud of the guys. I'm proud of the way they played. I mean, we came in here knowing that we had to worry about us. I mean, it was a very unique thing for us to be playing the first game as a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, new head coach, and we really just focused on executing one play at a time. You know, and they did a good job. You know, we had some ups and downs. They landed some punches. We landed some punches. And the guys kept swinging, you know, so I was proud of, hanging in there. You know, you come here to win, you know, so it's frustrating that we didn't. I think we learned a lot that were tough, but we have to finish it, you know, and, we need to do a better job handling the heat. I think we ran out of juice a little bit there at the end, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
How much of the confidence your guys carried into this game is a carryover from last year's
I think a ton. Yeah, I mean, you come off a BCS bowl game that, played in the Jerry Jones Dome. I don't think people kept asking me about the Coliseum. It's a beautiful place, an unbelievable tradition here. It's great. But I don't think it would got our guys off their game, you know. You can see it in their eyes. You know, the biggest things I always tell them, you can see belief in your eyes. And not with your mouths. You don't need to talk it. You don't need to, it's not with your body, it's in your eyes. And, it's my first time coaching this team. They're quiet during warm-ups. I was scared to death. And so I went to Bill Kenny, and the guy who's been here for 4 years, and I said, are they normally this quiet? And he said, yes, this is exactly how they are pregame. And it was fun to see. It was fun to see. They came out swinging. They landed the first punch, and I was proud of the defense, the way they came back. And the offense was able to do what we do, which is control the ball and run it.
Ronald Jones got you early and late, and that was sort of the difference for SC. What sort of stood out about watching him in person?
Their running backs are special. You know what I mean? And we knew it. We had to stop the run. And that was the frustrating part towards the end when I brought the defense on the sideline was, they're going to score. They're going to move the ball. They got a good quarterback, and I was impressed watching him warm up, and he made some really nice throws. But, our job is to stop the run. If they're going to beat us, they're going to beat us throwing the ball. But we need to do a better job stopping the run in the last 4 minutes, and that's really the frustrating. That's the thing we got to go to work on is that's what we pride ourselves on. So you got to be who you want to be, and we want to be a team that stops the run and forces you to throw it. And we did most of the game, but not in those last 5 minutes, and that's what we got to get better at.
You talked about the heat a little in your opening statement. I'm guessing you didn't have anything like this during training camp.
No, it was like 60 most mornings in Kalamazoo. Lucky for us, thanks to our administration, we were able to come out here on Wednesday. We practiced it in on Thursday. We practiced it on Friday. It helped us. We were a lot more comfortable early on in the game. On Thursday during our walkthrough, our guys' faces were like, wow, this is hot. And then they were better on Friday, and they're even better today. So we're lucky enough that we were able to come out here and get acclimated, which I think helped us. We tried to rotate on defense at the end. We were literally rotating every play, just trying to keep guys upright. And I think I did. I think we ran out of juice a little bit. We missed a couple tackles late, and you can't play 56 minutes. You got to play 60.
Coach, talk about that sequence after the long Bellamy run. You're down at the 18. You're down 7. You had a couple of false starts. Was that the fatigue you were talking about? Was that the crowd, or how disappointing was that?
Well, I'd say it was both. I think it was shoots both times. First one was on a live cadence, regular cadence. Second one was on silent cadence, where he just got jumpy. You know what I mean? And that was frustrating. We going into that drive, we had discussed that we're gonna eat up 6, 7 minutes. We're gonna score, and we're gonna go for 2. We're gonna go win this thing. And then Bellamy breaks out a 60-yard run, and all of a sudden we're down there in 4 seconds. And so that changed our thinking. Luckily, the young guy went out there and kept us in it. After we shot ourselves in the foot, he was able to cut it to 4 with about 4 minutes left, something like that, to keep us in it. And so that was frustrating. The crowd got involved at that time. I talked to John about it. It's a great opportunity for him to be in that atmosphere. But shoots, I haven't talked to him about it. We have 100% faith in him, and he has to get better at doing that. He did it 3 times a day, and we'll talk to him about it and get it corrected.
You rushed for over 260 yards today. Do you think you're going to be able to run the ball like that against USC?
That was the plan. Heck yeah. I mean, we're not going to back down from anybody. So we're going to show up with our guys. They have a ton of heart, and they're really talented too. We talk about heart. I stop every once in a while to remind them, and you're really talented too, because you got more heart than anybody, you know. And we ran inside zone. I think the outside zone that KJ brought to our offense was a big plus in getting the linebackers to run, so they couldn't just sit on our A gaps. I thought that was a huge part of our game. That's something that's played. They didn't run a ton last year. That helped us, you know, as opposed to without having the, you know, Corey Davis out there, having something else other than inside zone, having a couple other plays and Bellamy's really good at hitting them out there too. But I think they did a good job at mixing them up and not letting them plug or fill, and then they'd scrape and we'd come underneath it. So we had them on their toes, which was good. And first drive of the second half was probably the biggest drive I think I've ever seen. You know, I went in there at halftime and told them, you're going to get the best USC team you've ever seen in these next 10 minutes. They're going to come out of that thing. Don't be shocked when they come out swinging. It's going to be the best USC team you've ever seen. And we drove right down and scored when we got it. So I was really proud of the way we stuck to our game plan, and it got us in there. Got it to be a close game, but we got to finish. We got to finish the last 5 minutes.
Was it frustrating that coaches always say loss is loss?
Yep.
Is it frustrating that got out of hand? Those scores really, the final score is not representative of the effort of your team today.
Yeah, not really. What matters is what's between the ears and in the heart of my players. They know. You know, that's what's going to affect us next week. The scores, Michigan State, no one else is going to matter. It was good for us because we were learning a lot about ourselves today. So no matter what happened, it was going to be a good day for me. I was going to know our strengths and our weaknesses on a Saturday, because practice, you don't always get to see the truth. And I was happy with everything I saw. But it was a good day because I think we gained confidence, and we know what we need to work on. There's clarity, and so we can go to work at it immediately.
You mentioned that the guys were quiet in warm-ups and feeling a little scared. When that scene comes out and scores right away, especially the way they did, was there any sort of concerted effort needed to maybe calm your guys?
No, they were just focused. I mean, it's a really serious group. I mean, Jamari Bogan is he's at the library, you know, and I look at him, he smiles and says, yes, sir, and he's ready to go, you know, and they were just dialed in. After that first drive, we just went and made a couple corrections, and then we came out and started playing, you know, and we got to work on that first drive, getting them out of the gate faster. I remember our last game, you know, at Wisconsin, they rolled down on the first drive as well. So it's something we're going to look at, something we're going to talk about. We're going to talk to leadership council about it and figure out what is it, what do you want to change about our warm-ups. We're going to change something so we can come out better and then hold on a little bit longer. But I didn't feel like that was an issue. I felt like we showed up to play.
Coach, final question. What do you do with your team the next couple of days as you start now your preparation for Michigan State?
Well, right now we're drinking water, a lot of it. We got to get their bodies right first. I think their minds are in a good place. I'm happy with, we got to get them home, get them some sleep, and then start watching Michigan State. You know, luckily they're down the road, so we know them. We know a lot more about them than we did about this team. And so the biggest thing is going to be, you know, figuring out what our weaknesses are and putting plans together for correcting them, you know. And that's the first thing. We say always in our culture, we say losing is learning and winning is expected. So we're going to learn. We're going to learn from everything that went wrong, and we're going to go out there and expect to win every single time we're out there.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Coach Leslie.